Hello, hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. Oh, I'm so excited you're here today. I have a little project share with you. Well, not a little. What I've been up to, basically. All the things I've been working on my desk lately. Some of them have videos, but I wasn't able to finish all the pieces on the video, so they are now all done. I want to welcome everyone to my studio. I'm so excited that you're here. And especially if you're brand new to my channel, welcome, welcome. And big hugs and kisses, mwah, mwah, to all of you who have been following me for the last year, comment on a regular basis, and just basically hang out and play in my studio with me or give me time, give me company. And I want to say a great big thank you to every single one of you with heartfelt wishes for all of your prayers and kind thoughts for my son-in-law and my daughter. My son-in-law is doing well. He is home. The girls we had our granddaughters for over 10 days, and they are now back home with mom and dad, and hopefully everyone is doing well. We're giving them some space, as he is recovering from his spine surgery and had that nasty cancerous tumor removed. Unfortunately, he still has a lot more cancer in his body, and they've kind of run out of treatment. So we could use continued prayers for him to stay with us as long as possible, so these girls don't lose their daddy any sooner than they have to. So thank you, everyone. All right, now on to all of these beautiful yummies on my desk. Oh my gosh, if I do say so myself. I know not everybody likes laces and pearls and all those things, but I certainly do, and this is what I love most, and you'll see it reflected in my work, hopefully. So I thought we would go over what's sitting on here. I don't even know where to start. Why don't I start with my newest big project that I just finished? I don't know if this made it into my last video. I want to apologize. I think it would have been Wednesday's video that had an abrupt ending. I did get a knock on my door, and it was the postal supervisor who was coming to deliver my missing package. Thank goodness, because it had 4 cartridges of ink in it that I desperately needed. And we had a little chat about what's been happening with my mail and the fact that it's being delivered somewhere else and scanned, saying that it came from my mailbox when it did not. It didn't go into my mailbox. So anyway, we recovered one of the 2 packages. Unfortunately, the one from Aaron at my scrap cabin did not get recovered. The people took it and they moved. So it's like there's no retrieving it. So it's just gone. You know, what are you going to do? Nothing you can do about it. So anyway, I had to stop my video in a hurry, go chat with her, which it was well worth the conversation we had about how important it is to get my packages, because I buy a lot of things from Etsy, and they're one of a kind, vintage pieces, or handmade books or handmade ribbon or handmade paper, and they're just not replaceable. So I had to make it clear to her, I need to make sure that the person who's delivering my mail is paying attention. Apparently our regular mail deliverer got switched to another route, and we don't have a regular person, so they just throw it wherever thinking no big deal. Well, it is a big deal. So, all right, let's move on. Let's talk about this. So I did show this in my last video. This is my beautiful lace pouch, which I absolutely love. And I think we're going to call her Emerson. Isn't she beautiful? This is Emerson, and she's named after my youngest granddaughter. And I love her. She is just, she's got 2 pockets, so fun. So my goal is to fill these up with things that we've made from what's on my desk here, plus whatever else I have in my stash, plus make some new things for her, so that she's all full and stuffed and yummy and ready to go. So some of the things that I made for her, and this is what was in the video I was working on the last time, and I think I only got this one done. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh, she's so pretty. I call her Lovey. Isn't she lovely? She's a journaling card. And then I made this one. I would say this is Evelyn. Isn't she pretty? And this one is, let me see, Betty. Isn't she pretty? I just love her. Now, these were made with papers that are scanned from original, what few original documents that I had. I scanned them and made digitals from them, and so those are the papers I used. And then I used fabric, and then on the tops I used netting over the fabric, and then use the pictures and paper over that. So aren't those gorgeous? And then I did this one. Isn't she pretty? This is Ruby. Isn't she gorgeous? Ruby red roses. Oh, I love her. And this is Victoria. Isn't she lovely? Oh, I just adore my two favorite colors, and I know someone else that loves this too. The teal and the hot pink, or the pinks. Isn't she beautiful? So those are what I made in my last video, and they are all completed. You only got to see, I think, 2 of them. This is bigger than the others. I wanted to see, if you could see here, if you line them all up, this is a little bit bigger. I wanted to see what a bigger size card would be, because, you know, sometimes we have something, let's say, like this, that has a big pocket in the back, and we need a big, you know, we need a big journaling card for it. So she would go lovely in that journaling card, wouldn't she? So these are the ones that I finished the video before that, and these are loaded up. So I wanted to show you what they looked like with a little bit of goodies in them. And I didn't stick anything back here. This one needs to be decorated, but other than that, I've started to put some pretty little things that I made in there, and then I just used some digital pictures from, I think those are my porch prints, and then the fabric pattern is from that new scrapbook paper that I got. And I think this is my porch prints as well. So we have those, and this picture is from Artie Mays. All right, and then I got this one. I've got it all decorated, and it has a pocket here. I haven't filled up all the pockets yet. I'm still going to decorate those. This one's all decorated, but again, I'm still filling pockets. And this one, I'm still working on pockets. But I'm going to fill them as I need them, because I'm thinking that this one, and I'm thinking this one and this one are going into my beautiful lace folder. I think they're going to go in there. So these I'm going to put in another spot because I don't want them to get lost. So I finished those. And then I did some stamping and made some pretty envelopes. I want to put one of those in there. I think that one's going to go in there. And then I might add a little floral cluster and some lace. This is the one I think is going to go in there. You saw these all finished, but what you didn't see, which they were on my Instagram account, are the finished tags. Ooh, let me put these aside so you could see them. So these are the tags that go with this one. Then they just come out so incredibly yummy. I'm going to check my setup to see if you can see them. Oh yeah, you can. And you can see all the lace and the goodies, and everything on here pretty much is from Sam Pool. So there's that one, and I think that one's going to go in the folder. And then I have these two. Aren't they lovely? All lacy and beautiful. Go with that one. And then I have this to go with this one. These are the belly bands, and these are the large lace tags that go in the belly bands. And for close-up photos, you can find me on Instagram under Vintage Paper Girl. So if you look me up on Instagram, under Vintage Paper Girl, you will see these up close with all the, you know, you can see all the details and things on that one. So I'm going to put these back in here. Put those off to the side. I just showed you this one. Oh, I just love how these came out. I'm so in love with these belly bands. I know I'm going to be making just a bunch more, and maybe I'll just sell them as is. You know, someone can put them in their journals. And then this one I think is going to go into this particular folder, this little pouch that I made from a file folder. And I talk about it in my last video quite extensively about, you know, what it looks like, what I did on the back. I've kept it plain. I decided not to put anything else back there. I'm just going to keep it simple and just basically fill up the front. So what it becomes is a beautiful pouch full of ephemera to be used in journals. Let me see. I don't know if I want to, probably if I put her in there, I'm probably just going to put her in there on her own. And maybe these guys on their own. Actually, I think well, I don't think it's going to take much to fill her up with just the 2 pockets that I have available. Because they're not really deep. It only goes down a little ways. So they're not a particularly, this is a deep pocket. So if I was going to put her in there, it would go there, and then she would go there. I'm having no luck here. There we go. So we would do something like that. And then we have this lovely envelope, which I think I would make some things to go inside and put that in there. And maybe add a few more things to really bulk it out. But isn't that gorgeous? Now you see kind of where the whole thing's going. That one's in there as far as it'll go. So I want to load it up with a few more things. I'm going to look in my stash to see what else I have to put in here. I mean, I know I have tons of stuff that I've already made that would look lovely in this and then sold almost like a journal, because I mean, it's going to have a lot of really extensive pieces like this in there. But isn't that just gorgeous? I'm really happy with it. Honestly, I am. I did spend quite a bit of time on working on it, but I didn't do this one on camera. It's just too hard to do that because I was running all over my room trying to figure out, you know, what to do. What do I, you know, how to make it. Oh, I'm only 10 minutes in. Okay, great. So I want to say, I want to write down some time just to make sure. Now, I really don't have any, as I told you, I'm struggling with my mojo just because of so much stuff going on right now, and we're getting ready to next do our floors. But I'm still planning to craft. They're not going to do this room until the end, you know, towards the end. So I'm going to try to still craft if it's not too noisy. If it's crazy noisy, I'll craft, but I won't be able to film. So we'll just have to see what's going on. I may just show you films of what's going on that day and maybe try to do a little crafting at their lunchtime when they have lunch or something. I don't know. We're just going to have to see how that's going to go. So anyway, this is my project and all the goodies I have been making. You know, this is pretty time consuming to make this amount of stuff, even though it doesn't seem like it. I'm trying to find a place to put these. I don't have any room. Oh, goodness. On my desk, maybe. Trying to charge my iPad, so that's sitting on there. There's always something on there. Now, I have a huge pile of projects here. Some are unfinished. Some are just not started yet. So the question is, well, these are supplies right here to decorate with. So we have those. We can put those off to the side. I have a couple of projects here, which I haven't shown you yet. So I'm deciding on what do I want to show you. Well, I know one thing I want to do. Now, I know that pouch is not going to take up all my space. So I'm working on another, this is a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, embossed cardstock that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I have scored it in thirds. And then I've turned it up, I want to say, let's see, 2 inches maybe, 2.5, 3. What did I turn it up? Oh, 2.5, to make a folder. I want to make an ephemera folder, a trifold that I want to use. I want to fill up with more of my pretties, you know, the things that I just made. So I want to use it to hold journaling cards and tags and, you know, whatever I've got that I've made or am going to make. I want to fill it up with this and cover it. So I'm starting my process on this. Now, see, I don't think that those wouldn't go. Well, I could put them in there, but I don't think so. I kind of want to use it for stuff like this. Oh, see, I don't know. Yep, that would just fit in there, but that would not, and that would not. So I will have to keep in mind that it's going to be for smaller things, smaller ephemera that I make. I want to load it with this. But in the meantime, I want to decorate it. And I have this beautiful, yummy champagne, semi-embossed wrapping paper, wedding paper. And I was thinking that I would cover the inside of it with this. 1, to give it some body, but 2, so you don't see the reverse side of the emboss. So, plus, isn't it just so pretty? I just love it. I know I'm going to have to use something that has 0 water in it. It's going to have to be this. And I'm thinking I want to get, yeah, like that. So I think what I might do is kind of line it up. And I might just do a little penciling. We'll see. Already we've got a project going that I hadn't planned on doing. I'm trying to find my pencils, guys. Excuse my arm. Did I even put it back in here? Apparently not. Oh, dear. Well, okay. So where did I put my pencil? Well, I found one. I couldn't find the one I'm looking for, but I found a pencil. So what I want to do is I want to just lightly, there it is. I just got pencil in there. No pencil on, because this is pearlized and it's embossed and it's stunning. I only have 2 pieces of paper that I got from Hobby Lobby a long time ago. It's very hard to find now. I used to be able to find it easily, but so what I want to do is I want to glue this. Didn't you see me draw lines? Where'd my lines go? Didn't I just draw those on there? Oh boy, it barely shows with the pencil. Okay, well, let me see if I can find the pencil line over here. What I wanted to do was get the pencil right up to, the glue right up to the edge without going over. And I definitely want to use Fabri-Tac because it doesn't have any water in it. And hopefully it's not going to give me bubble issues. We'll see. I'm not being particularly neat or precise or any of that. I just want to get the glue on there and then I'll smush it out. I'm going to open that pocket. You notice I have not closed the pocket up. So you're watching me create this as we go. This is actually becoming a process video because I haven't done this before. I don't really know. It's very hard to work with because it's curly and it's old and I don't want to rip it. I'd say it probably goes clear back to maybe my wedding, maybe 45 years old. Oh no. And it's setting very quickly on me. So not easy to do, you guys. Stop doing that. Oh my goodness. I have to get it right to the very tippy top and right to the sides. I can trim it a little bit, but I can't under trim. There we go. Got it. I think. And I don't want to flatten the embossing, so I have to be very careful here when I don't want to lose my embossing by pushing down too hard. Using a very, very light. There we go. So, how are all of you? Everything good? Everybody safe and happy? And again, I heard more graduations and baby showers and parties and birthdays and oh my goodness, lots going on. It's that time of year, isn't it? Now, I'm going to get a little bubbling, and that's okay with me because I don't want this to be perfect. I really don't. I don't want it to be super duper perfect. I could have ripped this, and you guys, I tried to rip this. Oh, man. I'll show you what I started with and what I ended up with. I'm not good at ripping. I told you that a million times. I try to control with my thumbs, but I started with a 12 by 12, and this is what I was down to. Trying to get the shape, and oh my goodness. So I'm still going to use this, of course. I am not going to waste it, but oh my gosh, you guys, I have lots of scraps left over, which I'll be embossing. I mean, they're already embossed. I'll be inking and using in my different pieces, but I'm missing a half a piece of paper. I went the wrong way at first, and then I went the other way, and then that didn't work, and oh, I don't know. I gave up. I was like, so I finally said, okay, no ripping for me. I'm just going to make it nice and clean, and then maybe I'll rough it up later. You know, I'll make it look more antiqued and pretty later, but I'm going to start out with not perfect, but nice and neat. Nice and neat. I start out with something neat, and then I'll decide if I want to ink it or, you know, what I want to do with it. So, gosh, you guys, I'll tell you. That's one video you'll never see. And that's all I have left of that fabulous paper. No, I still have a little bit on the roll. I've kept this wedding paper forever. I think my mom had it in her closet, and I saw it when she passed away, and I snagged it because it was my wedding paper. It was she wrapped the box that my wedding cards were in, and that's what was left over. So, yeah, of course, I wanted to keep it. You know, it was for my wedding. So, I still have the box, too. They had the wedding cards in it. Isn't that amazing? Somewhere in one of my cupboards. Very deep, I'm sure. I should pull it out and decorate it and use it in my studio, right? the lid lifts off, but it has a slice in the middle. In fact, I think we used the same box at my daughter's wedding. I'm pretty sure I dug it out and used it for her wedding. I can't remember. We might have. Because I believe in traditions and stuff. We used the same knife to cut her cake, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while. She's been married 20-something years, so... Alrighty, so this is a project that I have started, and I'm glad I've now got that part done. Yay! And isn't it so yummy and pretty in there? Oh, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's pearlized. The paper is pearlized. See it? Oh, isn't that pretty? And then so is this. Can you see the pearlized? It's pearlized paper. Doesn't really show. Oh, there, the light caught it. See it? See it? It's pearlized. So I want to use this. I want to lace it up. I'm going to go through my linens and my doilies, my fabric doilies or lace doilies that I have in a box that I've been picking up everywhere I go. They're not antique. Well, some of them might be. But I got them at our thrift store, you know, not an antique store. Because I know if I got it at the antique store, they would be antique. But they're vintage. I've got some vintage linens. Oh, my goodness, my tongue. And I'm going to see what I could find to maybe cover the whole outside. I want to wrap it all the way around and leave some edges. And see, did I leave out any laces and stuff from yesterday when I was working? Where did I put my laces? Yeah, these are some of the laces and things I was working with on my on these cards. I was using laces for these cards, so I wanted to give you an idea of like what I want to do. Okay, like this is a vintage lace, and so, you know, I kind of want to like wrap it all the way around and, you know, make it really pretty, but a whole piece, you know. And then, you know, when you close it, you're going to have all that yummy lace like hanging off the edge kind of thing. So that's kind of what I have in mind for this. And it's going to be a good piece to put your, some more of the vintage pieces that I've been making. A lot, you know, vintage cards and tags and stuff the last few weeks when I discovered my true love. I'm so much more at peace making these things that I really enjoy. When I finish making them, I'm so happy, and I just feel so much lighter than trying to make things that I just didn't enjoy as much. I enjoyed them. Let me back that up. I loved everything I made, but it didn't bring that lightness to my heart. It brought joy, just not everything. So we have all these beautiful pieces that I've made that, you know, can go into these folders. I mean, I have all these lovely, so many things here. Like I have, like a pretty little paper clip, that kind of thing, you know. So I do have my box of, these are my more lacy pieces that I've made. And, oh yeah, see all the pink things. These are some things that we've all been making in my videos. I don't have that many in here yet, but I mean, you know, you see what I've been making lately. Oh yeah, there's these two. Those wouldn't fit in there, but yes, they're current. In fact, I need to put them back there with that one. And then, you know, we have these, and I haven't made these in the lace. So I think I'll go and make, so there's one. I think I should make myself one of these lovely danglies for it that are super lacy, you know. Actually, that one would be really good. Or maybe that one. I can lace them up a bit. Or just make a brand new one. Well, I'll pull those out. There's one. I need to cut it down. How did I do that? I was trying to remember how I did that. Oh, yeah. I need to cut it closer to the... Yep, I need to cut it closer. It's too long. But I think I'll make some new ones to go with all this new style that I've been doing. I think that's really going to be cute. And then I do have my lacy snippets and paper clips and, you know, then I have my other really big basket of things we've made recently. So, or I'll just make all new things for this. I don't really know. You know, I'm thinking that maybe it'd be fun to just make all new pieces to put in this. So we'll probably do that as a project, is filling this up. I haven't glued it down yet because I'm not sure I want to cut these or glue them down, or maybe just do the ends and leave it open so there's more room to fold. I'm not really sure. So anyway, this is something that I'm looking at getting going. So that's a new future project. I'll put that off to the side. And then I've got a really fun project. Oh my gosh. This is using one of the newest, the brand new Prima. No, not Prima. I think these are Stamperia 12 by 12 pads. So I have a new little book that I'm making here. And I will be sharing that with you as I work on it. Let's see, what else have I got that I want to share with you? Oh, yes. And then I have another one that I'm going to be doing a brand new project with. So I've got a few in the works here that I'm just not quite ready to start, but I wanted to share with you that I do have some projects. Plus, I need to work on my big journal as well as all my other goodies. So there's just a lot going on, but I'm really struggling with my creative mojo. I'm kind of blocked. I need to work on these, but I'm sort of like stuck. So, you know, hopefully very soon I will get going on those and, you know, get them made and do something fun with them. You know, that is my goal. So I just thought I'd have a little craft and chat with you. I haven't forgot about you. I'm still here. And as soon as I figure out what I'm going to do with this, what my next move is and what I'm going to put on here and how I'm going to decorate it or how I'm going to use it, I'll chat with you guys, because I think this right now is, and that's probably going to help me, is the size. I know something will come along and I'll just get super inspired. I probably need to go peruse, you know, Pinterest and some of the other places. Yeah, this one's 4 by, when it's closed, 4 by 9 and a, 4 by 9.5. So it's not overly tall. It's the height of a journal, you know. I don't think I want to make it into one. I could make it a skinny journal and add a, or make one and stick it inside. Actually, that might be cool, is if I made myself just a little skinny journal to put in the middle of this. That would be very cool, and then fill it with some ephemera. So that might, just talking with you may have spurred me on, but now I have to figure out what papers would I use to make this. What have I got in my stash? I did just get a beautiful shipment in that was made by Jennifer at A Trace of Sparkle. I ordered this from her. She had a limited amount of these, and it's a rose gold that she coffee dyed, and I got all the goodies here. And so maybe I will make something featuring this. She also has several new kits, so which I have printed and bought. I haven't bought her newest one though, but I am going to go back and get that. I think it's a gold one, a rose gold one, or a gold one. So I'll probably go back, and it's got this really pretty sparkle shimmer to it. You can't really see it in this, but maybe I will work on that with this. This might be a really good one to do together. And I also have a project to do with Shabby Art Boutique. I have her newest kit, her French kit, so I also have that to work with. So I do have a lot of projects coming up, you guys, so hang in there with me. I will see you all very soon. I'm so glad you came along to have a little chat with me. And hugs and kisses, you guys. Love you. Bye-bye.